Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video going over some of my pickups for this month. In this video, I'm not actually going to be including the things I got from RetroGameCon because I already made a video on that. So if you're interested in seeing those, I'll probably put a card right up at the top, and then it should be on the end screen at the very end of the video. And also, I don't want to sound like, you know, all the super annoying YouTubers that talk about this, but I was looking at some of my analytics and everything, and a lot of my views, like probably, I think it's like 98% or something, come from unsubscribed viewers. So if you enjoy this video and you enjoy my content and everything, you know, just leaving a like, subscribing, doing stuff like that would really help me out a ton. But anyway, with that all aside, I got a lot of stuff to go through, so I guess let's just start showing them. First of all, I've got Midnight Club LA Complete Edition. I have this already. I think I have the normal version of it, not the Complete Edition. But from what I've played, it was really fun. And I know this is one of the more sought after racing games. I don't think it's very expensive, but it's one of the better ones to come out in the past probably 20 years. So picked this one up when I saw it. I think I got most of these for like, you know, $2 a piece or something, so why not? Also from that same place, a lot of these are from garage sales. I got Skate 3. I realized I already have this actually. It's in like a Wii case for some reason, or just like some white case and has stuff scribbled on it, but I was gonna replace the case, but then I realized I already had the game, so yeah, this one's just kind of an extra. Also got the orange box. This one here, you know, Half-Life 2, Episode 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal. It's probably one of the better collections to come out, like, ever. It's like literally 3 of like the best games. And yeah, it comes with like full Half-Life 2 and everything. So I mean, this is like the best bang for your buck you can get. I mean, these are, I don't know if Team Fortress 2 even works online anymore. It might, but I doubt anyone's playing it. But still, getting Portal and the entire Half-Life 2 collection is still really good for, you know, $2. I also got Need for Speed Most Wanted for PS2. I have this one on the OG Xbox, and I played it a bit. I'm surprised I didn't have it on PS2. It's greatest hits, but whatever, I don't care that much. But yeah, this is also one of the best racing games to come out in the 2000s, basically, so grab that one. I also got this DS Lite here. It's just a plain black one. It doesn't have the little cover, unfortunately. It might be dead, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I did plug it in before and it worked. It's just been sitting for a while, so it died again. But I got this one in a lot with a ton of other stuff. I think from that same sale, I got Primal Rage. It was basically just like this big bag filled with a ton of cartridges and the DS Lite. Unfortunately, there was no DS games. I don't know how those ended up getting lost or whatever, but Primal Rage here, I don't know if this is like the best game ever, but I've heard it talked about before and I didn't have it, so grabbed that. I also grabbed Spider-Man for the Super Nintendo. Again, don't know if this is the best game ever, but you know, it's a SNES game that I didn't have, so why not? And then this next one, I'd never heard of this before. It's called Cybernator. I played it a bit, and it's actually super fun. It's almost like a Contra, but instead of just running around as like just some guy, you're like a big mech, and you fly through space. It's got some cool music and stuff. It's actually like a pretty fun game, so I would recommend this. I think it only goes for like $30, so I mean, it's one of the better SNES games. I also grabbed this because it was there. I mean, this is like one of the most common cartridges. I think this one's a little less common than just the Mario and Duck Hunt, but you know, this was a pack-in with like half of the NES consoles. I just didn't have it yet, so. This next one here, I actually got with a console, although it's in my garage because it's kind of dirty and, you know, there might be roaches in it or whatever, so I wanna clean it out before I bring it in my room. But I got Turok Dinosaur Hunter. This is another one of those games that I hear talked about a lot. I know this is one of the better N64 games, but didn't have it yet. And I mean, I paid $15 for this game, I'm pretty sure, and the guy said $5 more and I'll throw in the console. So I'm like, sure. I mean, who would say no to that? So it's a N64. I don't think it has the expansion pack, although I don't think I checked. and it has the power brick. There are no video cables or controllers, but I got extras of all of those, so I don't really need it. Next up, these are some GameStop finds. Usually I don't get very lucky at GameStop because, you know, they usually have kind of trash and they don't really carry last gen stuff anymore. But I got Yoshi's New Island. This is the UAE release or whatever. I don't really care. I know there's people that are super picky about that, but it's the same game. I don't really care. But this is one that I kind of missed out on. I never got it when it came out because I think this was like, I don't know, it was 2014? I thought this was way later. But yeah, I had a 3DS when it came out. That was like my main console for a few years because I never got a Wii U, but I just kind of never ended up getting this one for whatever reason. I feel like I didn't even remember it existing. Then I also, from the exact same GameStop, I got Zelda Triforce Heroes, which is one of those games where you kind of need friends to play, kind of like Four Swords or Four Swords Adventures. You know, I have a couple friends, we all agreed to sit down and play Four Swords Adventures, so if we get through that pretty quick, maybe we can play through this too. And both of these were, I think, like $12 or something. Like, it's not the greatest price. I could have probably got them cheaper, but, you know, I saw them at my GameStop, and I'm like, well, they never had 3DS games. Got a couple more games from GameStop. Most of these were, like, I think $12. I don't know what's with, like, all of their games being $12, but I found, like, 4. So I picked up Moonlighter, which I actually just finished last night. It's pretty much like Legend of Zelda mixed with Animal Crossing, if that makes sense. So during the day, you like build your town and you run a shop, so you kind of sell extra items you don't need. And then at night, you go into these dungeons, which are kind of like randomly generated Zelda dungeons. And, you know, there's 3 different floors, there's bosses you can fight, and you collect a ton of items, and the things that you don't need you sell off, and then you use the other ones to, you know, upgrade your gear or upgrade your store and things like that. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I definitely recommend if you're into like classic 2D Zelda, because it has a lot of very similar mechanics. I also got Elden Ring. This was, I think, $30 or something at GameStop, and I've been kind of waiting for it to go on sale because it's one of those games I think I'd enjoy, although I'm kind of bad at most games, so I wasn't gonna pay like the full $70 to pick it up and absolutely hate it. I also got both of the Mega Man Legacy collections. I think these were $12 a piece at GameStop. I thought might as well, because they were both next to each other. If I'm gonna grab one, I might as well grab the other. I've never really gotten super into the Mega Man games. I've played, I think, 2 or 3 on the NES, but I mean, they are really hard for someone who's never played a game like that before. I assume once I beat one, you kind of get into the groove of it, and it makes all the other ones easier. But I mean, just from picking it up as a complete beginner, these are some tough games. But thought it was a decent deal, so I grabbed these. This one was a really good deal. I had some coupons. This is what I used my monthly coupon, which is like $5 a month, and then I also had like $3 more in points saved up, so I ended up getting this for like $2.50, which for Ori and the Will of the Wisps is like an amazing deal, because this is one of the best Xbox exclusives. I think it's now on Switch, but for a while it was an exclusive. It's kind of like a Metroidvania style game, and I've played a little bit of Ori and the Blind Forest, I think. I never really got super into it, but I'd like to actually sit down and play through both of them at some point. These two I'm pretty sure I got from garage sales, although they might have come from GameStop. I really can't remember. But I got Resident Evil 3 for Xbox One. Never really been super into Resident Evil, but I saw this and it was cheap, so I just grabbed it. And then I also got Forza Horizon 3, which I technically already owned, but I had a loose copy of it, so I think this was like $3 or something, so I'm like, why not? I'll just pick it up, because I like to have cases for all of my games, so whenever I have a loose game, I try to replace it with a complete in-box one. And I still got more to go. I'm not done yet. I got a couple PSP games. I got GTA Liberty City Stories, I already had Vice City Stories, so a friend actually went to this garage sale that was down the street from him, and he sent me a picture of like a bin of games, and I saw Grand Theft Auto like just kind of sitting in there, but I couldn't tell which one it was. So I was really hoping it was this one, because like I said, I already own Vice City Stories, and thankfully it was. So I picked that up, and I also picked up Need for Speed Carbon Own the City. I don't know if this one's super great. I know some of the PSP Need for Speed games are decent, and then some of them are trash. I don't know where this one falls, but I like the normal Need for Speed Carbon for consoles, so why not? I can't remember how much these were. I think they were $2 a piece. And then from that same sale, I picked up a couple SNES controllers, but I don't have those pulled out right now. I also got Pikmin 3 for the Wii U. This one, I'm surprised I didn't have it yet. I tried to get a lot of the good Wii U games, like the good first-party ones that haven't gotten like super crazy yet. I found this one at a garage sale. They had a whole stack of Wii U games for $5 a piece, and some guy like grabbed almost the whole stack right in front of me, and I was really mad, but for whatever reason he left this one behind. I don't know if he was looking to resell and he saw this one wasn't worth much, or he already had it, I don't know, but I got kind of lucky with it and I ended up getting it, so that was pretty cool. This one here I just picked up because I thought it looked cool. I don't really care much about these games, but this is the augmented edition of Deus Ex Human Revolution. So it just comes in like this big cardboard box, and it's got like the I think this is where the games are. Yeah, this is where the games are, so it's the 360 version, but it comes in this kind of case here with some download code for something. I grabbed it because I thought it looked cool. I'm probably never going to play it, but I just like picking these things up when they're cheap. I also got Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. This one, I think I have the normal dub edition, but I don't have remix. So kind of similar situation to the other Midnight Club game. Thought I'd just pick it up because it's one that I didn't technically have. It's a kind of variation. I think this one has like some DLC stuff in it, kind of, although this was a PS2 game, so DLC didn't really exist. But I think this one just has a couple more cars, maybe some new races, like things like that, but it's generally the same game. I also got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 for the PS2. I think I own this on Xbox. I can't remember. It might also be GameCube. I know I have it on some other system, but I didn't have it on PS2, so I thought I'd pick it up. Apparently the best racing game. I also got Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds. I've been getting into the Capcom fighting games kind of recently. I've never been much of a traditional fighting game fan, but I started playing, I think it was Third Strike was probably the first one I ever played, and I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, I've started kind of picking up any fighting games I find, specifically the Capcom ones. I'm not good at them, but I just find them kind of enjoyable, so I think this one was along with the other ones for like $2 a piece, so I just grabbed it. I also got Need for Speed Undercover for PS2. I think I had this one on PS3 when I was little. I don't think I have it anymore. Let me check. Yeah, I don't have it anymore, but I'm pretty sure I had this one on PS3. Although, I don't know, in 2008 it would have been on both. I'm surprised it's even on here, honestly. I think this is the same version as the Wii, which is like a bad port. Like it's a completely different game and it's not good. I just grabbed it because, like I said, it's a game I recognized. It was cheap, whatever. That's kind of my problem. I kind of just pick up things that I think look cool, and I'm probably never going to get to actually playing them. I want to eventually, but I'm already at 1,100 games, and that's a lot of time to play through them, especially because like probably 80 of those are RPGs, which are 50 plus hours. And the final thing I got is this red PS1 controller. Just thought it looked cool. And I don't think these are very rare. I mean, they might be, but I always pick up like kind of weird colored controllers whenever I find them, because it's just nice to have something other than like the normal gray, or, you know, for PS2 controllers, the normal like black. I like having something unique and different. So it's pretty cool. It was really dirty when I got it, but it cleaned up pretty well. I don't really see much dirt. The sticks are a little dirty, but you know, that's kind of normal for these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything. I hope I'm not really missing anything major. I got a couple things, like, I think, get a Super Nintendo. That's same situation as the N64. I gotta clean it. It's in my garage. So yeah, anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said earlier, check out the video from RetroGameCon if you guys are interested. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.